Hello, two videos today. So yes, same look if you watched the Clean with a Passion for now review. But I'm back again with my second review for today. And this time, I actually just finished this one last night. I am going to review Legal High, 16 episode drama. So sorry about that little tongue tie. Episodes are about an hour long. I watched it on Viki.com, and this was a pretty good cast. It had So Eun Soo, and it had Jung Gu, it had Yoon Park, and it had Lee Soon Jae. And some of my favorite characters for the drama was Jung Sang Hoon and Kim Young Ok. So definitely a good cast. Forgive me for looking down, but just checking my notes that I have in front of me. And I took a little bit longer to get through this drama. It wasn't it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was good. I got to a point where I was just like, I felt like I was turning my wheels like, okay. But then there were moments where I was like, ooh, I like what's going on. So in any event, it took me a little longer to get through the 16 episodes. I didn't fly by it, and it wasn't one of those like every time it ended I'm like, yes, well, I need the next episode. I didn't get that complete feel from it. Again, I feel like, I don't know why my glasses, okay, maybe I'll just take my glasses off now since I don't need to see. And forgive the bad hair day, the hat, whatever. But anyway, so this was about, of course, legal, so it has something to do with legal stuff. So it was about a lawyer, and he had like 100% ratings, as far as wins, and he always seemed to go up only against the company that he like quit or got fired from or whatever, and there was definitely some animosity there, and he was good, but he was crazy, he was weird, and I don't know. He was just a strange character. Oh, let me say this before I forget. His hair they called him Goatee. That was like his nickname in the drama. That wasn't his real name in the drama, but that's what he was mostly referred to. His hair for this character in the drama annoyed me all 16 episodes. This like curly cute, but I don't know what it was in the front. I watched it, but I felt like every episode I was like, can he get a makeover? Because this hair, I can't. But I feel like it was part of his, like, the character, but it drove me crazy. Okay, so anyway, so like, he wins. That, long story short, he cares about getting paid good for his work, and he wins. And he was good at what he does, even though he was borderline a jerk. But he had this underline inside that a lot of people didn't see. And I felt like he didn't want people to see it. And you had to really look past a lot, because there was a lot with him, in order to see it. So he ended up, like, there was this other girl, and she was working at the firm that was against, that he would always go against, that he used to work with. And honestly, I took so long to get through this drama, I don't remember going back how she ended up working with him. But she ended up working with him in the long run, and they just bickered. And I mean, their chemistry as far as arguing was absolutely hilarious. That part was hilarious. And then he had like a mentee, somebody was like under him prior to her, that had like left, I guess couldn't deal with his nonsense, and he surfaced and came back and was working for the opposing firm and all this. So there was like a lot going on, like a lot of company wars and like legal battles and who's going to win. Most times, let's be honest, he had a winning streak. I mean, he was good at what he did. I gotta give it to him. Like, he talked and spewed a bunch of nonsense, or at least it sounded like it most of the time, but he was winning these cases left and right, and was like, pay me my money because I'm worth my weight in gold, because whatever I say I'm gonna do. And there was just this constant battle. It was just a lot of legal battles just between him and like this. The company was B&G. So Goatee, B&G. Like, it feels like every case, of course it was, every case that came up, these two battled, and they were like, oh, he's the lawyer and this and that. And then there was this lady, she was like a judge, and the main lead girl, which now, I can't remember her name, she actually was living with the judge at one point, and I thought the judge was like, she didn't have a mom, like took her under her wing. That judge ended up I ain't gonna say, but whoo, child. Let's just say, So she really gravitated, the main lead, she really gravitated to Gote, which was understandable given some other stuff that was going on. But she started to see what a lot of people didn't see in him. And other people didn't get it. Like, what do you see? And she didn't always elaborate. But as you watch it, you will understand what it was that she saw in him. You know, underlying under all this like greed and money and win, he wasn't that bad of a guy. Again, it was like, I felt like it drags a little, had some slow moments, but it wasn't bad enough to make me stop watching it. So I just want you to know that. Like, I'm not giving this a bad review. It's more like a borderline okay, good review. Besides for his annoying hair that annoyed me the whole entire drama. But what else? Oh, so you had this like side thing. There was this lawyer. He was nuts. He was hilarious. I don't know what he did. He was the brother-in-law to the guy who was the CEO of the B&G company. He was all over the place. He wanted to work for Gote. He wanted to work for his brother-in-law. He was falling in love with this one. He was like the comedic relief, and I enjoyed pretty much every scene that he was in because he just made it funny. But you had this one guy, evil. Psychopath, and that's where the story got good to me, with the psychopath coming in and seeing what he did, what had happened behind the scenes between Gote and B&G to make Gote leave, and to show you there was a different side to him that people didn't see. And he had built up these walls because of some of these things that had happened with this like evil guy. The evil guy, of course, he was rich and he was spoiled and he was a brat and he was the most horrible, just horrible. Just a really bad character. He played his role well, but when he came onto the scene and started being in more of the episodes and it started explaining things more, I felt like that's when I was like, oh, I want to watch the next episode. Oh, I want to know what happened. And that definitely kept my interest once he became an intricate part of the drama. He was ruthless and nuts. Just pure evil. And he had the backing of his dad and money, and he had never been held accountable for anything in his entire life. So he just didn't get it. And so I feel like that's what kept me going. That's what was like, oh, okay, but this is getting good. And this isn't a bad drama, and I want to know what's going on. So that's pretty much the gist. Not going to talk too long about this one. I'm going to give it 3 stars. You know, I feel like my last few reviews, I've been like 4, 4.5, 5. But this one I'm giving 3, which isn't bad, like I said. But it was good. Because it has that lull and it didn't hold my interest like each and every episode, this is why I'm giving it 3. But definitely still something, you know, if you have something that's like a filler drama, I think this would be a good filler. Like you're watching something that's airing, but when you're like, oh, I need to got that drama itch and I need something to be like watching because I'm only getting an episode or 2 a week from this one that I'm really loving. I need something to kind of keep me going in the interim while I'm waiting for new episodes. I feel like this would be perfect. Or it's a binge watch drama where you just want to get through it. This will be perfect. So this review is for Legal High, 16 episodes on Viki.com. I'm giving it 3 stars. And I hope if you do watch it or if you've already watched it, comment below. Let me know what you thought. Like, subscribe, and hopefully I'll be back soon I'm watching a ton of dramas right now. So hopefully I'll be back soon with another K-drama review. Until next time, bye guys.